गुड मॉर्निंग. नमस्कार मित्र. आपण पाठीमागच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये रेस्पिरेशन आणि एनर्जी ट्रान्सफर हे सुरू केलेलं आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये आपण ग्लायकॉलिसिस, क्रेब्स सायकल्स हे पॉईंट्स डिस्कस केलेले आहेत. आपण आज इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रान्सपोर्ट सिस्टीम याच्या संबंधी डिटेल माहिती घेणार आहोत. इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रान्सपोर्ट सिस्टीम, this is the electron transport system. In this electron transport system, what happens? NaDH2 or NaDH plus H and FADH2, which are produced in the glycolysis, then Krebs cycle, pyruvate oxidation, these are oxidized with the help of various electron carriers and enzymes. NaDH plus H and FADH2, which are produced in the glycolysis, pyruvate oxidation and Krebs cycle, these are oxidized. Their hydrogens and electrons are removed, and these are oxidized with the help of electron carriers and enzymes. Electron carriers and enzymes, these are present on the inner membrane of the mitochondria in the form of various complexes. That is complex first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. You can see here this is the complex first. This complex is called as NADH dehydrogenase complex. Complex number 1, NADH dehydrogenase complex. Second complex, you can see here, this is the second complex. This is called as succinate dehydrogenase complex. Second complex is the succinate dehydrogenase complex. Third complex, this is called as cytochrome BC1 complex. This is the cytochrome BC1 complex, or complex number 3rd. The fourth complex, this is called as cytochrome C oxidase complex. This is the cytochrome C oxidase complex. And this is the last complex, where there is formation of adenosine triphosphate. Thus, electron carriers and enzymes, these are present on the inner membrane of the mitochondria. These are arranged in the various groups. These are called as complexes. Complex 1, complex 2, complex 3, complex 4, and complex 5. Then we shall see all these complexes one by one. Complex first. This is called as NADH dehydrogenase complex. In this case, NADH plus H, this is oxidized with the help of enzyme NADH dehydrogenase enzyme. Here, NADH is oxidized by NADH dehydrogenase and its electrons are transferred. Here, it releases electrons and hydrogens. These hydrogens are entering here on this side of this membrane, and these electrons, these are transferred like this through the electron carriers. Firstly, these electrons are accepted by coenzyme Q or CoQ, or this is called as ubiquinone. Coenzyme Q, or another name is ubiquinone. This is the ubiquinone. When this ubiquinone accepts the electrons, this is reduced to ubiquinol. This is reduced to ubiquinol. In the beginning, hydrogens and electrons from this NADH plus H, these are transferred. These are accepted by various electron carriers. Hydrogens are released on inner side, and these electrons are accepted by ubiquinone. This ubiquinone is reduced to ubiquinol. This is the complex first. Here, electrons are traveling through the electron carriers, and hydrogens are transferred toward the intermembrane space on outer side of this membrane. This is the inner side of the membrane. Then complex second. You can see here, this is the complex second. This complex second, this is known as succinate dehydrogenase complex. Succinate dehydrogenase complex. This is involved in the oxidation of FADH2 to FAD. Here, FADH2 is oxidized to FAD, and their electrons are also transferred to the coenzyme Q. You can see here, these electrons, these are first accepted by FAD, then FES, then these are accepted by ubiquinone. This ubiquinone again reduced due to these electrons. This ubiquinol is the ubiquinol. Here, complex second is known as a succinate dehydrogenase complex. This is involved in the oxidation of FADH2. Hydrogens and electrons released from this FADH2. Firstly, these electrons are accepted by various carriers, that is FAD, FAS, then ubiquinone. Ubiquinone, when it accepts the electron, this gets reduced to ubiquinol. From this ubiquinol, again these electrons are transferred to the complex third that we shall see. Here, during the oxidation of NADH plus H and FADH2, electrons and protons are released. Here, ज्या वेळेला NADH plus H ऑक्सिडेशन होतं त्यावेळेला इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आणि प्रोटॉन्स दोन्ही रिलीज होतात. Electrons are accepted by various electron carriers and protons are released here. In the complex number third also, during the oxidation of FADH2, electrons are traveling through the electrons carriers and protons. Here, protons are released, but only electrons, these are carried forward through the electron transfer chain. This is the complex number second, known as succinate dehydrogenase complex. Then we shall proceed towards the complex number third. What happens we shall see. In the complex number 3, this is the complex number 3. This ubiquinol or reduced ubiquinone releases electrons. This releases electrons, and these electrons are entering the complex number third. This ubiquinol or reduced ubiquinone, this gets oxidized by releasing these electrons, and these electrons are accepted by various carriers, that is cytochrome B, FAS, cytochrome C1, and finally these electrons are accepted by cytochrome C. Here you see once again, this reduced ubiquinone gets oxidized by releasing the electrons. These electrons are entering the complex number third. These are traveling in this manner and these are accepted by cytochrome C. Cytochrome C is a small iron containing protein loosely associated with the membrane. This is the cytochrome C. This is loosely associated with this mitochondrial membrane. It acts as a mobile electron carrier and transferring the electrons from cytochrome complex number 3 to complex number 4. Means the cytochrome C transfers these electrons from this complex number 3rd to this complex number 4. Then afterwards, cytochrome C, this cytochrome C, it is oxidized by complex number 4. This is the complex 4. Cytochrome C, it releases the electrons. These electrons are entering in the complex number 4. Here you can see that these electrons, this is cytochrome C, these electrons are entering the complex number 4. These are traveling in this direction, and these electrons are accepted by this oxygen. Here, electrons are transferred by this complex to the molecular oxygen. This reduced molecular oxygen, or this is called as terminal oxidation. This is the terminal oxidation. Reduced molecular oxygen reacts with the protons. Here you can see these are the protons. This reacts with the protons and there is formation of H2O or water molecule. This is called as metabolic water. You see it one second. This cytochrome C in the complex number 4 gets oxidized by releasing the electrons. These electrons are accepted by various carriers and these are transferred to the molecular oxygen. Molecular oxygen gets reduced, and with the help of protons, this molecular oxygen is converted into the molecule of water, and this is called as metabolic water. So reduced molecular oxygen reacts with the protons to form the molecule of water. This is called as metabolic water. Then afterwards, protons necessary for this are channeled from outer chamber. You can see these are the protons. of the mitochondria into the, means these are moving inside. These are present at the outer surface, these are moving inside by F0 part of the oxygen. This is the F0 part of the oxygen. Here, protons necessary for this channeled from outer chamber of the mitochondrion into the inner chamber by F0 part of the oxygen. This is complex number 5. This is the 5th complex. This is the 4th complex. This is the 5th complex. Here, this proton channeling, when these protons are channeled, when these protons are transferred from outer side toward the inner side of the membrane, it is this channeling by F0 is coupled with catalytic site F1. This is the catalytic site F1, which catalyzes the conversion of ADP to ATP. Means here there is ATP synthase enzyme. This ADP is converted into ATP. You can see here. This proton channeling by F0 is coupled to catalytic site F1, which catalyzes the synthesis of adenosine triphosphate from ADP and inorganic phosphate. In this way, there are, here in this case you can see that oxygen is used at the end. This is called as terminal oxidation. This is oxidative phosphorylation. Here there is oxidative phosphorylation in formation of ATP using the oxygen. The transfer of protons is accompanied by the synthesis of ATP. Here these protons are channeled. These protons are moving from outer side toward the inner side of the membrane. This transfer, it is accompanied with the synthesis of ATP. ATP is synthesized here. This process is called as chemiosmosis. Transfer of protons is accompanied with the synthesis of proteins. This is called as chemiosmosis by Peter Mitchell. In this way, there is synthesis of ATP. This is called terminal oxidation. Then ATP formation in electron transport system. ETS means electron transport system. Oxidation of one molecule of NADH plus H leads to the formation of 3 ATP molecules. Remember this rule. When one molecule of NADH plus H is oxidized through the electron transport system, there is formation of 3 ATP molecules. Then oxidation of one molecule of FADH2 leads to the production of 2 ATP molecules. Remember this rule. ज्या वेळेला NADH प्लस H इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रान्सपोर्ट चेन मध्ये ऑक्सिडाइज होतो त्यावेळेला 3 ATP तयार होतात आणि ज्या वेळेला FADH2 चं ऑक्सिडेशन होतं त्यावेळेला 2 ATP मॉलिक्युल्स तयार होतात. Then we shall say how many ATP molecules are generated in the various steps of respiration. Then significance of electron transport system. Electron transport system, this is also called as terminal oxidation. You remember? This produces the major amount of energy in the form of ATP. Just now we have seen that ATP molecules are produced at the end. So ETS or terminal oxidation it produces major amount of energy in the form of adenosine triphosphate. 34 ATP molecules out of 38 molecules are generated or produced through ETS. It means that when one more glucose molecule is oxidized completely in the aerobic respiration, 38 ATP molecules are produced. How these are produced that we shall see later on. Out of these 38, 34 molecules are produced in the electron transport system. It generates oxidized coenzymes, NAD and FAD. These are oxidized coenzymes. NADH plus H and FADH2, these are reduced coenzymes. So it generates or it produces oxidized coenzymes, that is NAD and FAD, from their reduced forms and which are used for recycling. ETS also provides water molecule. Just now we have seen that there is formation of a metabolic water. It also provides a molecular or water molecule necessary for Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle साठी सुद्धा water molecules आवश्यक असतात and these water molecules are produced in the electron transport system. It releases energy in a stepwise manner. Just now we have seen that. This energy is released in the stepwise manner to prevent the damage of the cell. So there is no damage because energy is produced, energy is generated in the stepwise manner so that there is no damage to the cells occurs. So this is the significance of electron transport system. It generates the major amount of energy. 34 ATP molecules are generated in the ETS. It generates the oxidized coenzyme, that is NAD and FAD, which are used or which are recycled. It also provides the water molecule necessary for Krebs cycle. It releases the energy in a stepwise manner so that there is no damage to the cell. Now we shall see how many ATP molecules are produced in the various steps of respiration, or how many total number of ATP molecules are produced when one glucose molecule is utilized in the aerobic respiration. So this is called balance sheet for ATP by aerobic oxidation of one glucose molecule. You see here, these are the steps, various steps of respiration. Substrate level phosphorylation, direct phosphorylation. Oxidative phosphorylation means through electron transport system. Electron transport system मधून phosphorylation किंवा किती ATP तयार होतात, then total and net amount of ATP are produced. This is the column of consumption. जेवढे तयार होतात त्याचे किती वापरले जातात ते आपण पाहूया. पहिला पॉइंट जो आहे तो ग्लायकॉलिसिस. ग्लायकॉलिसिसमध्ये 2 ATP कंझ्युम केले जातात किंवा वापरले जातात. सबस्ट्रेट लेवलला 4 तयार होतात. NADH प्लस H चे 2 मॉलिक्यूल तयार होतात ग्लायकॉलिसिसमध्ये, त्यापासून 6 ATP तयार होतात. टोटल ATP 10 तयार होतात, त्याच्यातले 2 कंझ्युम केले जातात. Means total ATP production in glycolysis is 8 molecules. Then we shall see the various steps where these are produced. So this is a glucose molecule. These are the steps of glycolysis. You see it here, one molecule of ATP is used, glucose to glucose 6 phosphate, fructose 6 phosphate to fructose 1,6 diphosphate. या ठिकाणी एक ATP मॉलिक्यूल वापरला, या ठिकाणी ATP मॉलिक्यूल्स कुठेही वापरलेले नाही. मीन्स 2 ATP मॉलिक्यूल्स आर कंज्युम्ड. आता किती तयार होतात आपण ते पाहूया. या ठिकाणी 2 NADH प्लस H मॉलिक्यूल्स तयार होतात. म्हणजे मी मगाशी सांगितल्याप्रमाणे when 1 NADH plus H molecule is utilized in the electron transport system, 3 ATP molecules are generated. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी 2 NADH plus H molecules आहेत, म्हणजे या ठिकाणी 6 ATP तयार होतील. आता हे झाले 6. या ठिकाणी 1,3 bis phosphoglycerate to 3 phosphoglycerate, या ठिकाणी 2 ATP तयार होतात आणि या ठिकाणी 2 ATP तयार होतात. 2 आणि 2 झाले 4, हे झाले 6, 6 4 10, 10 ATP मॉलिक्यूल्स आर प्रोड्यूस. त्याच्यामध्ये कंझ्युम किती केले जातात, 1 आणि 2, म्हणजे 10 तयार होतात, त्याच्यामधले 2 वापरले जातात. तर नेट ATP प्रोडक्शन इन ग्लायकॉलिसिस इज 8 ATP. So thus 8 ATP molecules are produced in the process of glycolysis. 2 are consumed. Substrate level ला 4 तयार होतात. NADH2 पासून 6 तयार होतात. 6 आणि 4 10, त्यातले 2 वापरले जातात. And net production is 8 ATP molecules. Then we shall see how many ATP molecules are produced in the pyruvate oxidation. Pyruvic acid oxidation होताना किती ATP molecules तयार होतात? There is formation of 6 molecules of ATP. There is formation of 2 molecules of NADH plus H. That's why there is formation of 6 molecules of ATP. How these are produced, we shall see. You can see this is a pyruvic acid. These are the steps of pyruvate oxidation. This is a pyruvic acid. In this reaction, we have 2 pyruvic acid molecules from 1 glucose molecule. एका ग्लुकोज मॉलिक्यूल पासून 2 pyruvic acid molecules तयार होतात, हे आपण पाहिलेलं आहे. या ठिकाणी pyruvic acidचं ऑक्सिडेशन होतं, त्यामध्ये there is formation of 1 molecule of NADH plus H. आपल्याकडे 2 मॉलिक्यूल्स आहेत, म्हणजे 2 मॉलिक्यूल्स NADH plus H चे तयार होतील. एका मॉलिक्यूल पासून 3 ATP, 2 मॉलिक्यूल पासून 6 ATP. There are 2 pyruvic acid molecules from one molecule of glucose that we know. Thus, there is formation of 2 molecules of NADH plus H. Oxidation of 1 molecule of NADH plus H leads to the production of 3 ATP molecules. Hence, 3 into 2, 6 ATP molecules are produced in the pyruvic acid oxidation. म्हणजे या स्टेप्समध्ये 6 ATP molecules तयार होतात. Then we shall see how many ATP molecules are generated in the Krebs cycle or TCA cycle. Krebs cycle. Substrate level formation 6 ATP. NADH पासून सबस्ट्रेट लेवल फॉस्फोरायलेशन मध्ये 2 ATP तयार होतात. कसे होतात ते आपण पाहूया. NADH प्लस H चे 6 मॉलिक्युल्स तयार होतात. कसे तयार होतात आपण पाहूया. 6 into 3 that is 18 ATP. FADH2 चे 2 मॉलिक्युल्स तयार होतात. त्यापासून 4 ATP. तर अशा पद्धतीने त्या ठिकाणी 24 ATP molecules are generated in the Krebs cycle. Then we shall see how these are generated. Here you can see that here we have 2 molecules of pyruvic acid. That's how we have 2 molecules of NADH plus H, that is 6 ATP. आपण आता पाहिलं. आता इथून TCA cycle किंवा Krebs cycle सुरू झाली. In this case you can see that here there is formation. We have 2 pyruvic acid molecules means there are 2 cycles. या ठिकाणी एक मॉलिक्यूल एका सायकल मध्ये एक मॉलिक्यूल 2 सायकल मध्ये 2 मॉलिक्युल्स म्हणजे या ठिकाणी 2 NADH प्लस H मॉलिक्युल्स तयार होतात. या ठिकाणी 2 मॉलिक्युल्स ऑफ NADH प्लस H तयार होतात. या ठिकाणी 2 मॉलिक्युल्स ऑफ NADH प्लस H तयार होतात. म्हणजे NADH प्लस H चे आपल्याकडे 6 मॉलिक्युल्स आहेत. एका NADH प्लस H पासून 3 ATP तयार होतात. म्हणजे 3 सखा 18 18 ATP आर प्रोड्यूस्ड. हे कशापासून NADH प्लस H पासून हे झालं. त्यानंतर FADH2 एका सायकल मध्ये एक FADH2 दुसऱ्या सायकल मध्ये दुसरा FADH2. एका FADH2 पासून 2 ATP मॉलिक्युल्स तयार होतात. 2 मॉलिक्युल्स आहेत आपल्याकडे. 2 into 2 there is formation of 4 ATP molecules from FADH2. NADH2 पासून 18 ATP. FADH2 पासून 4 ATP. त्यानंतर substrate level phosphorylation. In this when succinyl CoA is converted into the succinate, there is formation of guanosine diphosphate to guanosine triphosphate. आणि या guanosine triphosphate पासून 1 ATP तयार होतो. एका guanosine triphosphate पासून 1 ATP. एका सायकल मध्ये 1 ATP, दुसऱ्या सायकल मध्ये दुसरा ATP. दिस इज अ सबस्ट्रेट लेवल फॉस्फोरायलेशन. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी ATP चे 2 मॉलिक्युल्स तयार होतात. In this way 34 ATP molecules are generated in the Krebs cycle. परत पहा हे पायरुवेट ऑक्सिडेशनचे. Fen isocitrate is converted into oxalosuccinate. One molecule of NADH is converted into NADH plus H molecule. एका सायकल मध्ये एक, दुसऱ्या सायकल मध्ये एक, अशी झाले 2. अल्फा कीटोग्लुटारेट टू सक्सिनाइल CoA. There is formation of 1 NADH plus H. एका सायकलचा एक, दुसऱ्या सायकलचे एक, असे झाले 2. मॅलेट टू ऑक्झॅलोएसिटेट. 1 molecule of NADH plus H is produced. 2 molecules म्हणजे 2 plus 2 plus 2 6 molecules of NADH. एका मॉलिक्यूल पासून 3 ATP. 6 into 3 18 ATP molecules are produced. Succinate to fumarate. There is formation of 1 molecule of FADH2. एका FADH2 पासून 2 molecules, 2 FADH2 पासून 4 molecules. त्यानंतर succinyl CoA is converted into succinate. In this reaction guanosine diphosphate is converted into guanosine triphosphate. Guanosine triphosphate पासून 1 ATP तयार होतो. एका सायकल मध्ये 1 ATP, दुसऱ्या सायकल मध्ये दुसरा ATP. दिस इज कॉल्ड सबस्ट्रेट लेवल फॉस्फोरायलेशन. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी 2 ATP झाले. In this way, there is formation of 34 ATP molecules in the Krebs cycle. Then a recap of all the things. Glycolysis, 10 ATP are produced, 2 are consumed, net ATP production is 8 ATP. Pyruvate oxidation, there is formation of 2 NADH2 molecules, that's why 6 ATP molecules. Krebs cycle, just now we have seen, these are directly produced substrate level phosphorylates, GDP पासून ATP. There is formation of 6 molecules of NADH plus H, 6 into 3, 18 ATP. FADH2 पासून 2 FADH2, एका FADH2 पासून 2 ATP molecules म्हणजे 4 ATP. तर याची टोटल झाली 24 ATP molecules. Here you can see that total is 38 ATP molecules are generated. When one glucose molecule, it is oxidized by aerobic respiration. This is called balance sheet of aerobic respiration. You remember the important points. 8 ATP molecules are generated in glycolysis, 6 ATP molecules are generated in pyruvate oxidation, 24 ATP molecules are produced in the Krebs cycle, and total number of ATP molecules, 38 ATP molecules are generated when one glucose molecule is oxidized by aerobic respiration. So sometimes the question may be asked on how many ATP molecules are produced in various steps of aerobic respiration. Thank you. मित्रो, आपणास हा व्हिडिओ आवडला असेल तर कृपया लाईक करा, शेअर करा आणि सबस्क्राईब करा. धन्यवाद.